educational philosophy at Clairbourn emphasizes strong ethical values. The Clairbourn Code of Ethics includes honesty, respect, spirituality, responsibility, and citizenship. Why is such teaching important? And please give a specific example of how this teaching has helped you.
Well, I just think it's really important that Clairbourn teaches these values from such a young age, because if a lot of times if people learn something later in life, they don't remember it as well. But if it's instilled in a child from a young age, they have a greater chance of like developing that virtue and becoming really morally strong. And I think that's important, like the 5 ethics on the wall. And I'd say the one that most applies to me personally in high school is spirituality. Like, I'm going to a Catholic school, and Clairbourn helped build up that like religious foundation and that emphasis on like community service and helping others. And I really enjoy the spiritual activities at Mayfield. Like, I do retreat leaders, which is basically just like you lead a small group during a retreat. The class does a retreat every year. And also I like to sing in masses sometimes. So I think spirituality and just the 5 ethics in general are very important.
Going back to what I said about St. Francis, holding gentlemen out of boys. St. Francis has quarterly virtues. This quarter it's peace and justice, and we have 16 throughout your high school career. And I've used all these virtues every day in my life. I think that a student is not just a number and a grade and an extracurricular activity. I think that there's also character behind that student. And I think that these virtues, not only what you learn here, but in high school, really affect the way that you live the rest of your life.
And I would have to say the 2 ethics that are instilled in me are honesty and responsibility, because in where I go, if they see any plagiarism or anything, you have the chance of being expelled. So I believe these 2 allow you to like produce your own work at your own pace, and you really can't get in trouble for something you do on your own. So I believe that honesty and responsibility are the 2 main ethics that are still with me today.
Well, I myself come from a Christian family, so these ethics like rebuild, especially during chapel, reinforce what I learned at home. But during chapel, you also learn new values and important things to implement in my life. And a specific example of something that reflected these values at Clairbourn is I remember we had this speaker come and talk to us about not right versus wrong decisions, but like right versus right. When there's 2 rights, which one to choose? Like if your best friend cheats on a test, do you tell the teacher, or do you keep loyal to your friend? And I think it's like decisions like these is what you're gonna what you're gonna be confronted with in life. And that speaker really like helped me formulate my ideas of what would I do during that if someone did that, and just those real world scenarios which you're gonna have to deal with. I think Clairbourn really helped you prepare you for those.
So this past semester, I actually took a contemporary ethical issues class at my school, and like for that, you obviously have to have some certain understanding about moral decisions and like where you stand. And if you account for the fact that at school here at Clairbourn, like your child is here for 8 hours out of the day, 5 days a week, 9 months out of the year, for however long they're here, that's a lot of time like out of their lives. And if there's 5 different moral and ethical values that are integral to this institution, that are like key to what they're trying to like give their students like each and every day, there's obviously going to be some like payoff from that. So
yeah, also I think the code of ethics really helps you like make friends in high school, just because Clairbourn molds you into such like a genuine person and somebody who's really easy to approach, and makes you like a really warm person because you come from this family and this community that is Clairbourn, and then you go into high school and it makes you approachable, and it makes you, it's easy to make friends because people want to be around you and people want to hang out with you and